fam, what's good, people? It's your boy Nightryder, and I'm back with patch update 1.07 for Modern Warfare, just released today, and it features a nerf for the 725 shotgun and claymores, so get hype. Shout out to Infinity Ward for listening to the community. I'll be discussing that as well as all the other updates that are part of the patch notes, so let's talk about it. Now, I won't go through every little detail a part of the patch notes, but I'll definitely put a link in the description where you can access the whole thing. But I'll be discussing the major takeaways for the community. Just a reminder, this update's available out now on all platforms, so make sure you guys update your game. Alright, so first things first, what everybody really cares about is a nerf to the 725 shotgun. They said they increased the ADS and hip spread, as well as reduce the damage range. Now, I know many of us experience being shot by the 725 from, medium to longer ranges and dying to that, so it's nice to see that they patched this up. Should be interesting to see how this affects the community. If less people start using the shotgun, are they just gonna use a different one, or are they just gonna, continue to use it? Should be interested to see how this changes gameplay, but I don't see this nerf hurting the game. Now to the claymores, another thing that's been the death of everybody playing the game. These have been nerfed considerably. When you shoot a claymore now and you're at full health, you won't die. At least that's what they say. And the range at which they trigger, basically when they go off, and then the width of the damage that they do have been reduced, so you shouldn't be dying from a claymore from at least a good distance away. And then if you equip EOD, it should definitely put an end to dying to claymores for the most part. And mainly any other weapon changes that we're seeing were to the ARs. They got an increase in their hip fire spread, so they should be less effective up close. M4 got a nerf in terms of the damage range. I know many people wanted to see that be addressed, and it also got a slightly increase to its recoil. SMGs also got a buff in terms of ADS speed and movement, and then LMGs also got an increase to their hip fire spread, and pistols also have an increase to their damage range. They fixed a bunch of bugs relating to the weapons, such as you're not getting credited for kills after reload, XP bugs. They addressed some of those, not getting the proper XP using a specific weapon. Y'all can check out the full details in the patch notes, like I mentioned before. One of the things they're going to continue to address is the daily challenges and missions. I know I've had trouble as well dealing with these, where missions will deactivate every match, or I don't get credited for properly doing the mission or the challenge or whatever it may be. So they're looking into addressing that for the next update, so look out for that. Now moving on to footsteps, which is another thing we wanted to see addressed. They altered the footstep sounds, so things like walls and other objects should be blocking these sounds, be more effective, and hearing footsteps a longer distances have been lowered. And Infinity Ward has said that they're working on another update to adjust footsteps, so glad to see that. Apparently when you're crouching and ADSing, it'll make those movements significantly quieter. So hopefully this will address people camping around corners, waiting for you to come around and pop your head off. Hopefully your footsteps don't dominate the game anymore. Along with audio, they address battle chatter, where your enemies will no longer hear when they've been called out by the opposition. I know enemy callouts were pretty annoying. Gave away your position and what you were doing, so they addressed this. Apparently enemy callouts won't be from yourself, but rather from your teammates. Apparently these will be less frequent. So Infinity Ward, you get another thumbs up from me. Riot shields will also be less of a pain to deal with now. When someone uses a throwing knife or some grenade or whatever, their shield will now go on their back when they throw it. So should make it easier to kill these people. And if you do use like equipment on them, it should be more consistent to take them out. Some other things you might care about will be mounting. There is a slight recoil increase when you're mounting your gun. Another thing was lighting issues. I know in certain areas it'd be difficult to see an enemy player, especially in dark corners, dark areas, so they addressed this to make it easier to see them in certain lighting conditions. There's a bunch of other bugs and stability issues that they address I won't get into. They also fix a bunch of issues regarding the Spec Ops mode, so if you guys enjoy the mode, make sure you guys check that out. They also fixed the bug in terms of the mini-map. When the enemy team is within a UAV and your boy guys like Ghost and a silencer equipped, and it still would show you on the map when you fired your weapon, so apparently they addressed that little bug. Now obviously this update didn't address everything that most of us wanted to see them address, but give them time. I feel like most of the things people have been asking for is unrealistic for them to include in the game or address, but we'll see. I would like them to continue to address progression and ranking up, doing challenges, things like that. Spawns got to be addressed. The scoreboard got to be addressed so that you see the proper category to that specific game mode. I think the lobbies have to be addressed. Let's stay in the lobbies after we join the game. Let's vote for maps, add red dots to the mini map, and you know, there's a couple other things, but those I feel like are the main ones they gotta address. And I feel like after that, the game will be definitely one of the better Call of Duties out there, man. And they also added 2 maps for the game: a 6v6 map called Shoot House and a ground war map called Kravnik Farmland. Make sure you guys check that out. And they also added back Hardpoint into the game. Nice to see that return into Call of Duty. Can't complain. I enjoy it more than Headquarters, so good to see that come back. Interested to see if there's any new game modes they're going to be introducing to us as well down the line. But right now I'm enjoying the game. Excited to see how different the game plays and feels after this 1.07 update, man. Let me know what you guys think about the new changes to the game. Drop them in the comment section. Let me know if you guys are planning on sticking with the 725 shotgun. Is it still viable? Yes or no? And yeah guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If this helps you, give it a thumbs up. It would help me out and the channel. And subscribe, man. Turn on notifications. Don't miss any new Modern Warfare content I got coming out. Join the community. Make sure you guys check my live streams out on Twitch. And yeah guys, that's all I got. Much love. I'm out. Peace. God bless.
Good.